Good morning, everybody. Well, today is Saturday, but tomorrow is Mother's Day, and you're watching this on Mother's Day. So first things first, to all the mothers out there, happy Mother's Day. Anyway, it is 80 degrees. Yes, 80. First thing in the morning. It's definitely warm here in Florida. I told Angie it's going to take me a couple days just to get used to the Florida weather again. I've been in that Missouri, Arkansas area, and hell, I don't think we got up to 80, let alone started at 80. So it's a transition for sure. Anyway, I think Angie said she's doing yard work today. I've got a couple bikes to clean up and get ready for the Alabama trip this week. Make sure everything is good on them. And yeah, groceries. We gotta go get some groceries. We still don't have any groceries. So that's what today is going to consist of, figuring out where the hell we're at. And then next week, I believe we leave Thursday. We'll be gone Thursday, Friday, Saturday, back Sunday. So a 4-day run to Alabama for the show at the shed, and then we'll be back. Then we're back for a few weeks, so that'll give us a chance to get caught up on everything. But until then, I think it's time for a little coffee and AC. Here we go. Whew. What's up, guys? Well, what a Saturday. I did absolutely nothing except went and ate with Neve and went grocery shopping. That's it. That's all we did. We sat around on the couch and basically watched shows the rest of the day. But I did just watch a movie on Netflix called Unfrosted. Have you seen it? It talks about like the war between Kellogg's and Post, breakfast cereals, and then the war to get Pop-Tarts out. And Seinfeld's in it. A bunch of stars are in it. It was okay. But it got me to thinking. I have to ask you this. Do you guys still eat cereal? Like, I asked Angie, I grew up eating cereal. But I cannot tell you the last time I had a bowl of any kind of cereal. So what about you guys? Do you guys still eat cereal? And if so, what cereal do you eat? Do you eat a healthier cereal, or do you eat the sugar-coated stuff of our youth, right? I remember Frosted Flakes and Corn Pops and Fruit Loops and Rice Krispies and Cocoa Krispies, right? Count Chocula, Lucky Charms. Like, they had all of these cereals. And then they would have, like, games and stuff on the back. And then you could send off and get stuff. And then some of them had prizes in the box. Like, do you guys remember this? Or is it just me? But I haven't had cereal, and I can't even tell you the last time I had cereal or what the last cereal I had was. But I remember growing up, I had cereal like every day. And a lot of times every night. Like, I would have an evening snack that was cereal at like 8 or 9 o'clock at night before I went to bed. How about you guys? Any of you like have those memories of having cereal just at random? Hungry? Grab a bowl of cereal. Come home from school? Grab a bowl of cereal. Like, that was a staple in my life, cereal. And now it's not anything that I eat at all. That being said, something else that happens when I like relax for the day or when I'm riding, I get to thinking a lot. That's can be good and can be bad at the same time. So I was thinking today, and I put the question out on my personal page, but I'm curious what you guys think. What was the greatest era of motorcycles and motorcycling? What do you guys think? Like, of course, I didn't grow up in the 60s and 70s, and my parents were not into motorcycles at all. So I didn't have any of that, any of that culture. I didn't have any of, I didn't see any of that stuff. Like, I didn't watch Easy Rider till I was grown up and in my 20s, and, and so that wasn't like a part of my life growing up. And, everybody, like, when you ask what's the greatest motorcycle movies of all time, Easy Rider is usually in the top 5 of that. It's usually number 1. And then there's ones like Harley Davidson, The Marlboro Man, which did come out in my era, one of my favorite movies. There is, of course, Terminator 2, although I don't really consider that like a motorcycle movie. That's more of a movie with a motorcycle in it, right? Wild Hogs. That was a motorcycle movie. The whole movie was based around motorcycles. And I feel like it is more on pace with what today's world is in the motorcycle and biker world than about anything, right? For guys wanting to, all have jobs that some of them hate and families, and they just want to go on an adventure, and they have motorcycles and they never go anywhere except in town. So they decide that they're going to be rebels, and they're going to get on their motorcycles and they're going to ride across country, and they're going to have an epic adventure. I feel like that is more represented today more than anything. I remember a movie from way back, Stone Cold, that had Brian Bosworth in it. It's been a long time, but it was a good movie back then when I remember seeing it. Another one, for me, a big movie that had a motorcycle in it was Top Gun. I remember watching Top Gun, and that was the movie that made me say, one day I want to get a motorcycle like he has, and I want to ride it fast, right? I rode dirt bikes and four-wheelers and three-wheelers, and I was always into motorcycles, but never really like, I want a street bike. But that was it. That was the movie that got me to say, I want a street bike. Because I was going to ride as jet airplanes took off, which was kind of cool. I was riding this week in Pensacola, and there were jets flying over the top, so that just brought me right back to Top Gun, and that was pretty cool. And then, all the women are going to want me, and they're going to chase me across town, and was she driving a Porsche? I don't even remember what she was driving, but, all that stuff you get from Top Gun, and you were just going to be cool like that. But that, I'm wondering what you guys feel like was like the greatest era. Also in the late 90s, early 2000s was the run of the choppers, right? West Coast Choppers, Choppers Inc., with Billy Lane. Who else did you have? You had Indian Larry. You had OCC. You had all of these big names in the motorcycle industry that were building bikes. That was a really cool era. Everybody wanted a chopper, like big dog choppers came out. Harley was focused on like the Softails and the Fat Boys and that type of stuff. Now everything has shifted to baggers, but back then, like, that was all the rage. Everybody wanted a chopper or a factory bobber or something along those lines. And, that's what I grew up with. So that's the era I can relate to. And, those guys became freaking rock stars from building motorcycles. And some of the motorcycles weren't even all that great. They were more just for looks, not rideable, not usable, but they were hugely popular. Anyway, that's what I was thinking today. What era of the motorcycle world was the best? Put it in the comments below. I'm really curious to see what you guys think, and I can't wait. So anyway, guys, that's it for today. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. Again, happy Mother's Day. We're doing whatever Angie wants to do, but I've heard beach. So we're probably going to be on the beach tomorrow. That's cool. I can handle a day on the beach just chilling. So anyway, I'll let you know when I see you tomorrow.